Hi Reddit, it's me Paul again with another story from college. Last night I played a really weird game of Never Have I Ever with my roommates. If you don't know this game, it's like this: everyone starts with 5 fingers up. You take turns saying never have I ever followed by something you haven't done. Anyone who has done it puts a finger down. If all your fingers go down, you're out. We had been drinking a bit, so everyone was sharing lots of secrets. We found out that Jess and Mia had gone skinny dipping before. I admitted to cheating on a test, and Mia revealed she had been in a threesome. You had a threesome? Mike was shocked. Who was it with? She doesn't have to say. Jess defended her. That's not part of the game, but Mike still looked curious. Fine, my turn, Jess said, changing the subject. Never have I ever had sex outside. If you keep saying things about sex, I'll lose very fast, Mia said, pushing her glasses up her nose. Jess thought for a moment, then whispered her next statement: never have I ever seen someone die. Our laughter stopped, and the mood changed. Mike and I put a finger down. Sticking with the creepy stuff, Mia went on. Never have I ever used a Ouija board. Mike and I put down another finger. It was last September, right after a girl named Lily had gone missing. She was a year older than us, studying art history. Looking back, using the Ouija board wasn't a respectful thing to do, especially since she was probably dead. But at the time it seemed like just a spooky fun thing, although it was really Mike's idea. Your turn, Mia said to me. I cleared my dry throat, took a sip of my drink, and said, never have I ever smoked pot. Then it was Mike's turn, and he said he'd never smoked a cigarette. We were back to Jess. Jess paused, looking at us with almost black eyes in the dim light. She was smiling a bit, making us all more nervous. Never have I ever killed someone, she finally said. The room went silent. Then Mia forced a laugh. What the heck? She crossed her tattooed arms. Of course none of us have. She stopped and pointed at Mike, her voice shaky. You had 3 fingers up before. I looked at Mike. He was emotionless, holding up his pinky and ring fingers. He just looked back at Mia calmly and then shook his head. No, I didn't. If I did, would I be stupid enough to put down a finger? Jess and I exchanged looks, both surprised. Mia, I said, trying to calm things down, are you sure you saw right? Maybe he didn't know I didn't see it, but obviously he didn't kill anyone, Mia said, looking back at Mike. You put 1 down for the Ouija board and 1 for seeing someone die. What was the 3rd for skinny dipping? Mike answered quickly. Wait, Jess interrupted. That doesn't add up. You said you can't swim. That's why you didn't go with us to the lake. You can still go skinny dipping without swimming. That's why it's called skinny dipping, not skinny swimming, Mike said. But he sounded nervous. I felt uneasy. There was no way Mike had killed someone, right? And even if he had, he wouldn't admit it in a game. But why was he acting so strange now? My hands shook. I looked at Mia and Jess. They were scared too. Maybe Mike did kill someone. Something was bothering me, a small detail I had ignored before but now seemed important. I don't want to play anymore, Mike suddenly said. He got up, put his drink down, and walked towards our rooms. Wait, I stood up. He slowly turned back. What, Carol, he asked, his eyes empty. Were you out the night Lily went missing? I asked. Excuse me. He snapped. Before, I hadn't thought much about it. It was a random Wednesday around 2 a.m. I was out all night, and so were Jess and Mia. I remembered hearing Mike's door open next to mine, his footsteps in the hall. Around 4 a.m. I heard him come back. The next day we learned Lily was missing. Where were you? I asked again. I heard you leave at 2 a.m. the night she went missing. Mike's face went blank. Then, suddenly he ran down the hallway, pushing me aside so hard I fell and hit my head on the floor. The other girl screamed. I saw the door swing open and slam shut as I got up. By the time I looked down the hallway, Mike was gone. No one has found him since. I don't know what happened to Lily. And I don't even know if Mike is guilty, but I wonder if he didn't mean to put his finger down during our game. Maybe he did it without thinking, on instinct, or maybe something else made him do it. My friend was tragically killed while she slept last weekend. When the police found her, she was on top of her bed cover, soaked in her own blood with a cut across her throat. No signs of the murderer were found. I went to pick up some things for her family today and found her diary. Here's what she wrote in the last week of her life, starting Monday, July 9th, 2018. Okay, so I'm starting this diary. My therapist suggested I keep a journal to help manage my thoughts, especially to stay calm during a panic attack. Today's Monday and I should be at work, but I'm not. I moved into a new condo on a quiet street today. Earlier this year, I had a severe breakdown on the Golden Gate Bridge. It took a long conversation with a police officer to decide to keep living. Right after I went to the hospital, came back the next day, sold my old apartment, and here I am. My new place is perfect. It's a modern 2-bedroom townhouse with everything a young person could need: USB outlets, fast Wi-Fi, and good phone service. I love it. It has an open-plan kitchen and living room with large glass doors that open to a small deck and lawn. Upstairs is my bedroom and bathroom, making the place feel open and light. I have a neighbor whose house looks just like mine, but we haven't met yet. It's about 10:30 p.m. Now, I just looked all over the house for the fuse box because the power went out. I found it in the spare room, untouched. Suddenly the power came back, but I thought I saw someone on the deck. When I turned on the deck lights, there was nothing there. I think I'm just stressed. Tuesday, July 10th, 2018. Sorry about last night's scare. I learned it was just a blackout. Today I went back to work at the bank where I design ads. When I got home, I found a large muddy footprint on my deck. I called the police, but they said they couldn't help unless someone was actually inside. My friend Jack is staying over tonight to make me feel safer. It's just one footprint. It might have even been there before I moved in. Wednesday, July 11th, 2018. I slept well last night, no dreams of intruders. Jack said he didn't notice anything strange. I'm feeling good about the house again. After work, some colleagues invited me out, which was a nice break. Thursday, July 12th, 2018. I woke up to find the back door open. I don't remember opening it. I'm going to buy new locks and have a security system installed. I tried to meet the neighbor, but no one answered the door. The house looks empty, which is odd. Friday, July 13th, 2018. Work was rough today. They're giving me some time off to recover. I installed a safety chain on my door. Another power cut happened tonight. It freaked me out, but everything seemed secure. Saturday, July 14th, 2018. I'm exhausted and haven't heard from the locksmith or security company. I'm planning to move out temporarily. I spent the day arranging a new place to stay. Sunday, July 15th, 2018. I didn't leave the house today. I felt too drained to move. I made a mistake by not locking the door when I checked the empty house next door. Last night I forgot to reset the safety chain after the police left. Today I stayed home making calls about moving out. That night, as I was sleeping, someone was already inside the house. He waited until I was deeply asleep, then he came out from hiding, used a knife to cut my throat, and I died quickly. After that, he wrote in my diary, describing the end of my life, making it look like I wrote it myself.